report. This is our review or our takeoff of Ready to Love.
No. It took me some time to get to the place that you want me to.
Cause I'm ready. I'm ready to love.
So we got to do it right.
I hate that song. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And that's the thing of this show. It's seeing if people are really ready to love or they just ready to be famous because they on the show.
All right, go ahead.
I ain't ready to love. I'm ready to be for y'all to know me. And because some people have.
Did you find out who that guy is that sing that song?
No, I have to still look. I'm sure there's an answer to it if I dig deeper. But I noticed even from the seasons before, because this is the 6th season, some people have come back in the anniversary show. Do we call it the anniversary show when they had that last one? Reunion show. I'm sorry, anniversary. Reunion show. And they say, I've met somebody. I've met somebody outside of the show. Yeah. So this show makes people famous. This show gives them a spotlight and platform to, you know, hey, I'm single and available.
Yeah.
So Miami, Nephew Tommy, I like saying Nephew Tommy. He's the big host now for this show. Of course, is encouraging them. These guys, last time we talked, to kind of start, you know, getting out there and trying to do other activities and events that they can all kind of gel together and have their moments. Well, one of the ladies, Kadian is her name, she decided to do a outing for at least 6 of them, I think, with the go-karts. And I thought that was fun.
Okay,
go-karts,
right.
Like we were saying, activities.
Right,
and
do
stuff.
something else.
It allows,
other than going out to dinner.
And then, too, it allows us to see how you are, if you're competitive, if you,
right,
you know.
Yeah.
Boy, did they not see the ugly in Alonzo. He's in the bottom 3.
And he's competitive.
Very competitive. See? One of the ladies, what's her name? Because it was Sharice, Tranika, Kadian, Alonzo, NJ, and Justice. So I think the 3 guys that were in the bottom 3, they were invited to this event.
Okay.
So that was
they could
good.
Get to know them.
That was good because that allowed them to step their game up.
Right.
Well, out of the 3,
Alonzo was a fool.
LJ stepped his game up. That's the island man. That's the man from the islands.
Okay.
Justice, he and Kadian had a little falling out because she pretty much was kind of coming at him a little. Kadian is her name. She had a little, she was a little huffy about why you didn't, when I called you, I left a text that said, can you talk? Are we ready to talk? And you didn't reply. And that kind of, and of course, Justice was taken back like, really? You know, I did get your message. You didn't get my message. That back and forth. And they had brought one of the ladies who's kind of like the mediator. They brought her, Kadian brought her there to be, to sit with them, to kind of be the peacemaker. And in a sense, she was.
What's the question?
So it was, I'm not getting to the question yet, but I'm just kind of leading up into what happened. So that was their little falling out. So you thinking Justice, kind of a little arrogant, will he be thrown off?
Right.
Well, Sharice, she had her little thing, her little sidebar playing pool with Alonzo.
Okay.
Now the situation with them, Alonzo, first of all, he was very competitive. So when you're on these dates and you're doing something that's athletic, that's, you know, how far do you go with being competitive? He was extremely.
How many people have they voted off so far?
I can't remember. I would have to go back.
It's a lot of them.
Oh, hold on.
No, you don't have to. Just guess.
No, I can go to my thing because I've X'd their faces out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's how many left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And mostly women.
Okay.
Mostly
women. You're getting, now I'm noticing you're getting down to where you're starting to know the people now.
Yeah. Personalities.
So this is
really
starting to turn
out.
into more of reviewing the show, looks like.
What do you mean reviewing the show?
The less people, the more you're going to be reviewing the actual show. The actual, that's why we were saying.
Yeah, less people.
We started off in the beginning because there was so many people that we were like, let's just say a question and then just go
But no,
from there.
I can't do that though because you got to give some background and then I can bring in the questions so people will understand. When you're out dating, now this show is different platform, I understand, because when you're out dating, it's different. It's a different environment. You're on one-on-one. You may be in a group, whatever. But the questions that I want to bring up, it reflects on the situation that happened with them.
So what happened?
So like in the Alonzo case, he's in the bottom 3. You would think, like all the other 2 guys, he would try to step his game up. But he was so competitive
to win.
He bumped one of the girls on purpose and called her out of her name, I believe, because they bleeped it.
He called her a B?
I don't know. Get out the way. He's that. So his falling out with Sharice, they had a back and forth, and he got kind of loud and defensive.
They need to get rid of him.
Well, here's the thing. The question is the question that I'm asking everyone in regards to that whole incident at the go-karts. If you see or hear someone you feel is being disrespectful to someone else, so do you say something if you see that? What was happening on the show, one of the guys, he saw the disrespect that Alonzo was having with Sharice.
So he said something.
He said something. Well, of course, Alonzo was defensive with him.
Right, right.
One of the ladies came over and said, you know what, dude, not here. Don't do it here, man. Just, take her to the side, or we got to do better, or whatever. So that's a question that I'm always wondering. Do we get involved with a situation of somebody that we know? Is it
a couple that we know or somebody we don't know?
There can be different scenarios. I'm sorry. There can be different scenarios. Let's just say, for sake of argument, you know them.
Okay.
You know the couple. You're with maybe a double date. Would you say something if you're seeing or hearing that he's being disrespectful? To me, it depends.
It depends. If he's being disrespectful and it seems like it's making the person that they being, or vice versa, it could be her being disrespectful, and it's making the other person uncomfortable where they can't enjoy themselves, I might say something. If we all together and we saying something like, dude, just relax. Or if it's her, I'd be like, he obviously don't like you.
So you would say something.
If I know them and we all out together and it's making the person uncomfortable, where they can't enjoy themselves. Now, if he's being disrespectful and that's how they talk to each other all the time, I ain't saying nothing. I'm not going to get in their business. I'm sorry.
You'll leave it alone.
I'll leave it alone. Because what might be disrespectful to me might not be disrespectful to somebody else. Is there a level,
like when it gets physical? Would you?
Oh, well, that's different.
Okay, but physical, the verbal, you would just kind of...
Yeah, verbal. Like, if he say stupid or something, I'm not going to be like, don't call your wife stupid. If she don't care. Now, if she's like, if he called her stupid and she like, broken, then I'd be like, dude, why you calling her stupid? You see what I'm saying? Because that might be normal for them, but not normal. You know what I'm saying? For us, it may not be,
That's something to think about.
I don't know. You're right.
Now, a couple you don't know. You're double dating.
I'm not saying nothing.
You won't say nothing? Because you just don't know him.
Not if these...
You don't know what level he can get or she can get.
Oh, no. If you say double dating,
you're double dating and you just make your meeting. You're both
the same thing. If we double date, I'm the same thing.
Okay.
But if it's somebody I don't know, like I'm at another table and it's a couple sitting at another table, I'm not going to say nothing.
Would you talk... with the couple that you know, would you talk to her later and say, are you okay?
If she's okay, I know she's okay.
Okay. I mean, would you not say anything to her?
I wouldn't even say nothing.
You would have to see that she's not okay to say.
Right.
Possibly.
I would, but I'm not going to get her in the washroom and be like, are you okay with him calling you stupid?
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say nothing.
I probably would.
Now, if it's a friend, I would.
What's the word? A busy
Agnes.
I'm Agnes.
We said it wasn't Agnes, is it? We said her name was something else.
Gladys.
It wasn't Gladys. You're Gladys. On Be With.
And it's unfortunate because I put my Superwoman cape on and go to the rescue. What's going on?
And you know why I don't
like how he talked to you
because
like that.
Some people,
they're not in front of me.
Guess why I don't like that?
Why?
Why I don't do it?
Why?
Because some people are stupid. And they'll get mad at you for being concerned about them. They really would.
You're kidding.
No, people will. They'll get upset that you said something. I would
have to let them go if they that weak.
I'm saying if it's not a friend. Okay. If it's a friend, I'm going to say something.
I guess I'm going back to the friend.
Oh, yeah, a friend, I'm going to say something.
I probably won't as a stranger.
But somebody that I don't really know her, I'm not saying nothing.
But if it's a couple and I'm single with my guy and we out dating and I'm with them and he disrespects her, I would pull her to the side and say, you okay with this?
And then I think it depends on when we say disrespect, what is it? Like, calling somebody stupid is disrespectful, but that doesn't warrant me to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, it would have to be at a level
where
berating
her,
disrespecting all of us at the
everybody being disrespected at this point. So it's like, dude, even if you don't, she don't care, I care. That's what I'm saying. You disrespected me. They had to listen to
I
it.
appreciate LJ, the Island Man. I appreciate him as a man pulling Alonzo aside and say, dude, no.
Especially if he called her a B.
No, that's another lady he bumped into.
Okay.
That's the competitive side of him. And I think he said it because they bleeped it, that he may have said something else. But it showed his competitive side, and the energy and the adrenaline was so high.
And especially pushing somebody.
But the argument he had with, he was in the bumper cars. They were in go-karts. So he bumped her real hard. And she stopped and she said, I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
But he called the name. I think he called her.
Name.
Get out the way, B.
But bumping her real hard, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I don't know why she would have just gone after him and bumped him. I would have just bumped him and say, you get out the way.
Why should he treat her different because she a woman? We have bumper cars. I'm going to run you off the road.
I want to say
But calling her a B, that's another...
Producers probably showed this to build up to, because they see this ahead of time, right? This is done. So they probably do excerpts. Let me show him. Let me show him again.
Most guys
fighting with Sharice.
Most guys, even if they are competitive, will calm it down a bit if they're trying to talk to somebody.
And that's what one of the ladies was saying.
Like even in pool, if you trying to be sexy and show her how to play pool and stuff, and even if she knows how to play pool, you probably not gonna do your best game because you you trying to holler at her.
Well,
why would you want to beat her to a T and then be like, yeah, can I have your number? Get out of here.
Well, the sad thing about it, and I do appreciate LJ.
But you can win, but you don't have to destroy the person to win.
And I think he was really rough.
Right.
But I think when Sharice made a comment when they were together after the whole thing, I think, what's her name? The girl he bumped real hard or whatever. She made a comment. She said, dude, you really are... competitive. I'm like that really, and she didn't say it mean or anything.
So he's still on the show.
But Sharice, I'll get to that. Sharice made a comment like you should have barbecued him, and he heard that.
What does that mean?
So I guess she should have just burnt him, like maybe get him back or something because of what he did to her in the go-karts. Well, he and Sharice had their little talk, that falling out. Partly, he probably was a little offended and got mad because of that comment. So they didn't go well with their conversation.
Was he like any of the women?
Well, that was remember when I talked about Alonzo and nephew Tommy gave them all updates on the women. He was the one that they felt needed to be more.
But who does he like?
He didn't really say
he don't really like nobody.
There's certain ones that he probably has, because she asked him that. She asked him that when they were doing their one-on-one. She said, are you interested in me?
Yeah,
are we going to go anywhere? And
yeah.
She said, well, who are you interested in anyone? That's not what we hear about. We're not here about other women.
So
we're here about him.
So what happened?
But here's the thing that leads up into it. I don't want you jumping the gun because I want to say it. Alonzo, the nephew Tommy met with the ladies again and said, out of the three, who do you want to let go? So the ladies made their decision. Two of them, they go and meet. One meets with one guy, another one meets with the other one. LJ is safe. He upped his game because they said that dude was more.
She got to be suspenseful.
Well, dude, I got to give the details. I like details.
Go ahead.
Dude gave more of himself, and even how he acted at that situation and how he came to the rescue. So they love him now. So the other two, we're all guessing Alonzo, but you know what happened with the girl who came to meet with Alonzo to tell him? He never showed up. He didn't even show up at the dinner to be told you're going to be let go.
But he was
so
the one that
he probably felt acting crazy at the go-kart.
They were going to let him go.
They were going to let him go.
Was he the one they wanted to let go?
Yeah, he was the one
because
the other guy, they said, the ladies do feel you're still ready to love.
So he knew that. So he's like, yo, why would he's one of those guys that you can't fire me.
But Sharice told him that at the pool. She said, "You a punk."
Yeah, he a punk.
She said, "You in the bottom three." And I like how because I would say the same thing. You acting all ignorant. You in the bottom three, man. You gonna be let go.
Yeah, he knew that.
You gonna be let go. And then when they went out, he didn't want to talk anymore. And he said, "And you a punk for walking away.
Right?
You don't even want to talk."
So he probably
act like a punk, even not coming to be told to let go.
Which one is Alonzo?
Let me put him up, y'all. His face is kind of cut up. That's Alonzo with the beard.
With that Hawaiian shirt.
46 years old.
He's too old to be acting like that.
He's one of the older guys. 46. What is his? Alonzo, real estate investor, medical device rep, now retired, has a 21-year-old daughter. And he acting like a butthole.
Yeah, he's a
butthole.
So
they're probably going to talk about that in the reunion one, but I just wanted to throw that out there with that question. Would you, and that's a question you can ask as a survey.
On the community wall. So we'll ask on the community wall.
Would you get involved?
We'll figure out a way to say it. If somebody was being disrespected, would you get involved? Would you say something?
Would you say something at that moment?
Would you pull the person to the side? Or would you just leave it alone and not say nothing at all? So we'll see.
Yeah, because you're probably used to the treatment.
Right. So we'll see. And what, like I said, what might be disrespectful for me might not be disrespectful for somebody else. But you know what, you guys,
for me, I take it personal. Because I feel like if you're out with somebody other than your significant other, and you have people at the table, whether it's your parents, whether it's friends from college, all of that, because even I'm an old school person, good times, when Thelma and her husband, he brought an old football player to the house. She invited him, and he got mad at Thelma for inviting his football player to the house. He drinks because his knee was injured, and he lost his football.
And he was a horrible actor.
Yeah, he was horrible. But they got him. He didn't even act drunk right. But he was, because he had a lot of alcohol. He was being very disrespectful to Thelma. And
then he slapped her
in front of everybody. So
come on,
that kind of behavior, it offends me.
And that was
doing it in front of me.
Because normal JJ, they gonna get mad.
Michael got mad.
In real life, they would have beat him down.
You don't go hit no my sister.
You gonna slap my sister in front of me?
But she got him back. She slapped him back when they went in the room. She said, I owe you this. And she hit him.
Yeah, I remember.
But would you get involved with the disrespect
And they wouldn't show that now. You could tell that was from the 1970s. Ooh. They wouldn't even show a man slapping a woman like that now. Ooh, so I thought that was something.
Ooh, you're going down.
All right, y'all.
Okay, so that's the question.
All right, so we'll ask that question.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Do you have anything else?
No.
All right, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. YouTube is not a human being. It's a machine. And that's what it looks at. And don't stop.
Believe. Always believe.
Always believe.
You say it like the song.
Don't stop believing. You're right. Oh. So just believe.
Just believe.
All right, and that was another Woods Report. See you later.